Alright boys, ready?
It's
Q&A time.
It's Q&A time.
It's Q&A time. Oh, the speed of light is interfering with my signal. Question number 1 from Marianne Graves. Did you ever move your smoke detector? No, I didn't. I will move the detector soon. I don't know when, but I will. And she follows up with another question. What type of books are on your shelf? Travel, physics, novels? Just wondering. The books that I have in there are books on writing. I wanted to write a novel. I actually had a trilogy in mind, but nothing ever came about it. I wrote a few chapters. Some are, I think they're good. Some are not that good. So, yeah, that's what I keep up there. I don't know what to do with them. I'm going to keep them for now. I mean, it's a leftover of the hundreds and hundreds of books that I had. So I'm going to keep them for now. Paul Helkowski asks, you said you have a Webasto heater. I thought they only work on diesel vans. Do you have one that works on regular gas? Yes, mine works on regular gas. I've known about them for a long time, but I didn't realize they had a gas unit until Duncan from Expediting Travels reminded me that indeed they have units that run on gas. Alex Tucker asks, any thoughts on finishing the Van Jones trilogy? I enjoyed episode 1. Looking forward to the next 2 episodes. I might try to finish the next 2, and if I finish the next 2, I will redo the first one because I didn't think the first one was that good anyway. So I might try to redo the 3 of them sometime in the future. Mike Red asks, what are the design changes that you have made in your van that you wish you would have done from the start of the build? That's hard to tell. My van is pretty set the way it is, and the things that I didn't do right at the beginning is just because I didn't have time. But I did build things out in the space of 2 summers, and then I just finished recently with the extra cabinet in the back and dividing the wall instead of a curtain using solid plywood. So things are done, and then changes are added little by little, and that's just nature of doing things, right? Even if I lived in a house, I would build something, and then over time I would change it and modify it and add to it. So things are not static, things are fluid, so things are always changing. So there's even the setup that I have now, I love it, but in the future I can change things around. Nothing is set in stone. Lamb Chop asks, XOXO asks, how did you scrape your arm? Don't you want to know? Yeah, it's healing up, but it's a boo-boo. But that's coming up, maybe in about a week or so. All the videos have to go in sequence, so I can't tell you, sorry. The Gatekeeper asks, Lewis, great, loving the Q&A, but you have left me alone at the gate. When are you coming back? Well, buddy, couple things. Thing number 1, you have a simple job, and it's to keep guard at the gate. If you're afraid of staying there by yourself, tough, you gotta. But what are you doing there today anyway? You shouldn't be working today. And thing number 2, you gotta learn how to use punctuation. Punctuation is very important. It divides up the sentence. It allows the reader to know when you paused. and to know what you're thinking a little bit better. So try punctuation. Very good for you. Last question. Grunge Luggage Tours asks, do you think somebody with a little means should develop parks for van dwellers that require medical tests? A place that gives them great advantages so they can cover their medical objectives and return to the life of open roads. I'm still considered young, under 50, but I have had to have medical tests and was extremely grateful that my home is less than 20 minutes away from world-class testing facilities. Could not help but wonder about the people that retired, said they would buy land out in the country and only signed up for long commutes, medical suffering, anxiety. Okay. So do you think somebody with a little means should develop parks for, that's an interesting question. If somebody with the means, if somebody with means is willing to go ahead and buy a piece of land and make it into a place for van dwellers to come in and park and plug in and pay a small fee or whatever, it's up to the person. It's up to the person with means. Do I think it should be? No, I don't think it should be a requirement. I don't think. I mean, we live in a free society, and to make someone buy something for us just because we live in a van and we might need certain things, I don't think it would be right. That's something. Let's say if somebody's watching us and they have gazillions of dollars, and they want to build something specifically for that, sure, that's their choice. Do I think someone should be required to do so? No, I don't think so. I live in a van right now by choice. It's my choice to live in a van. Many people on the road also choose to live in a van. I don't think, I mean, it's a choice that we make, right? And we have wheels. So if we are too far from, if we go too far from where the doctors exist, then that's our choice. We chose to go and move far from where the doctors are. But since we have wheels, we can move back to where the doctors are that we need to go to. We have the freedom to choose to live in a van, to live in an RV, to live in a tent, to live under a bridge, to live in a room, to live in a house, to live in a mansion. It's our personal choice. So my personal choice is to live in my van. And if I have any medical needs, then I'm going to have to be close to where those medical needs can be met. If I move into the middle of nowhere, then I can't expect the doctors to come to me or someone to take me to the doctors. I mean, unless I'm incapacitated and I can't drive for some reason, then call 911 or have someone call 911. But other than that, I don't think. Yeah. So